Honorable Men Discord. YouTube issues turn fatal in Las Vegas. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's get straight into it. So in Las Vegas, I believe it was directly across from the Bellagio. Two YouTubers met up for the first time. One caught the other off guard and pulled out a weapon, shot the other YouTuber and his wife. But let's listen to the news report and I'll talk about it a little bit further.
We saw the whole thing. I recorded it, and I want to make the report that we see that person actually take out a gun and shoot somebody. We don't know if the other person's dead.
Chaos on the Strip as we hear witness calls to police to report a YouTuber charged with killing a married couple in front of the Bellagio fountains. Those 911 calls you're hearing first on 8 News Now. Thank you for joining us at 4. I'm Kirsten Joyce.
And I'm Brian Loftus. Now, the Clark County District Attorney says the killings were needless and senseless. 8 News Now reporter Joshua Peguero was in the courtroom today for the shooter's hearing.
Manuel Ruiz had his second court appearance on Thursday as he's being held without bail. Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson sat in the courtroom where he later said the death penalty is a possibility.
I believe that justice will be served, but I want to assure this community and this country that Las Vegas is a safe place to visit.
Ruiz, who goes by the name Sin City Manny on YouTube, walked into Judge Amy Cellini's courtroom shackled. He's facing 2 open murder charges. Police say he killed Rodney and Tanisha Finley Sunday nights in front of the Bellagio fountains.
The motivation is pretty clear. It's been reported pretty extensively that these individuals knew each other and had an ongoing feud.
The Finleys are YouTubers who go by the name Finny the Legend. A feud between them and Ruiz allegedly began Halloween of 2023. The Finny the Legend live stream captured the shooting with several people calling 911 to report it.
He calls himself Sin City Family. That's their YouTube channel, Sin City Family.
Okay, was he the one that was shot?
No, he's the one that shot the other guy that we were watching online.
An arrest report says Ruiz shot Rodney twice in the head and several times in the arm, and he shot Tanisha in the back of the head. Ruiz says the shooting was self-defense, a claim District Attorney Steve Wolfson strongly disputed.
I think it's probably garbage. There's no indication from any of the evidence at all that self-defense would be a viable defense. No weapons were found near the victims. On the victims.
Ruiz said in court he's looking to hire a private attorney. His next scheduled appearance before a judge is on July 3rd. Reporting in downtown Las Vegas, Joshua Peguero, 8 News Now.
All right, so the next clip I have is when the guy turned himself in. The audio is going to come up in a few.
Recording.
Hello. Can you come over here real quick? Let's just face the wall right here. We're just going to detain you real quick, okay? You got any weapons on or anything? All right. You could double cuff it if you want.
I might have to. Shirt, got it. I'm trying to make it a little bit more comfortable for you. Awesome. So you don't have any weapons on you? You should carefully on this one. Sure, through. Sure, pretty well.
We got a seat that we can sit? Yeah, I'll bring a chair over here.
Control 11, you stack me 226. Sure, 11.
You got a seat, man. I'm gonna go talk to LT real quick. Can you hang out?
So, as reported in the news report, he's claiming self-defense, which is bogus. Okay? It's just bogus. Because they were filming prior to him passing by, and it's all on camera. He did what he did, and excuse me. The thing about it that's crazy. This is why I just don't entertain any nonsense on my platform, because first and foremost, I don't know those individuals that jump in the comments and have negative things to say. They don't even know me personally. I don't know them. And if you come into my comments with negativity, I'm not even trying to know you in the first place. Right? Because if I entertain it, I'm only human. So for the sake of myself, I just remove myself from engaging. Because when you engage and then you go in the back and forth, things like this could happen. All right? When you don't engage, you just hit the delete button. It's the best approach. And I think that's the best solution. For those of you who subscribe or follow this channel, but you also have your own channels or you plan to have a channel, just take that word of advice. Don't entertain anybody. Just hit the delete button. I wouldn't even keep negativity in my comments, because that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about various topics, and it's about a discussion. We don't have to agree on that particular discussion or topic, but we keep it respectful. And it's for reasons like this too, because why would I even entertain a back and forth with someone I don't know? And the reality of it is that you just never know. You might bump into some of these people, and if you entertain any type of dispute, you just never know what's going to happen. And I've mentioned this before on other episodes. This is 2025. No one's fighting. No one's fighting. You know, and I think this is a coward way of handling things, because if that guy was so upset with the other YouTuber, you know, why not approach him like a man and just, you know, swing on him, you know? And I'm not here to advocate fighting in public spaces or fighting in general. But I mean, at the very least, if you're that upset with the guy, why don't you square off with him? You know what I'm saying? So you're going to just throw your whole life away because you're upset with somebody? About what reason exactly? And there is no reason, I believe, that is strong enough or worthy enough to take somebody's life when we're talking about YouTubers. You know, I came across a video, another channel was covering this also, and they mentioned the fact that both channels weren't even, they didn't have huge subscribers. You know, their followers weren't that that vast. So they, you know, not to say that if they had 1 million subscribers each, that warranted what happened, but the point of the matter is, like, what exactly is going on here? You know, it's just foolish. It's just senseless. I mean, if you disagree with that, this being senseless, then I'd like to hear your reasoning for thinking that it isn't senseless in the comments. But I'm pretty sure this topic is one that is unanimous. I think we're all on the same page when it comes to our thoughts on this type of incident. They just threw their life away. It's very unfortunate for the wife, because from the video you could see, you know, she held her husband down. She got in front of the guy because she noticed the guy before her husband. She got in front of the guy trying to defuse it, and he was so locked in to whatever anger he had. He was on a mission. You know, he's gonna try to claim self-defense, but from the video, he was on a mission. She tried to get in front of him. He pretty much went around her and already had the gun in his hand and did what he did in front of all those people. In front of all those people, you know. And unfortunately for her, you know, he turned around and shot her as well. So he took 2 lives, you know. So I'm not well versed in the justice system in Las Vegas, but as the news report mentioned, you know, that guy could possibly be up for the death penalty. And, you know, he made his bed. However it plays out, he made his bed. That's just ridiculous. Again, I think the takeaway from this is to just refrain from entertaining any type of negativity on social media platforms, not just YouTube, whatever channel you may have. If you're doing TikTok, if you're doing Instagram, you know, X, just keep the negativity at a minimum. At best, just don't do it at all, because some people are so miserable with their lives, they're willing to take it there. You know, they're willing to take it there. And again, no one's fighting in 2025. You know, and this is not just an opinion. Take a look at the world that we live in. Watch some news from time to time, and you're gonna see no one's fighting. No one's fighting. You're either gonna get jumped, you're gonna get jumped and stabbed, or jumped and shot. Road rage instances. There's road rage instances that occur all the time. But this is just, you know, this is just unfortunate. You know, I really feel bad for the children of the man and woman that passed away, because for what reason? You know, there's no reason for that. There really is no reason for that. They should have just fought at the very least. They should have just fought. But that's my thoughts on this. You know, I hope this is not something that is gonna continue to happen between YouTubers. There's plenty of money to be made, and if you're not reaching your goal, work harder. You know, this is just senseless. You know, and there's no reason why you throw your life away over something on YouTube. You don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like them, just don't follow their channel. Don't follow their page. You're putting too much energy in. You're losing focus. Your focus should be, if you're in this field, your focus should be on creating and finding new ways to reach new audiences. That's where your focus should be. It shouldn't be on worrying about what somebody else is doing, what their numbers is like, what they're saying. If you don't like them, you just don't have to tune in. It's just that simple. Tune them out. But that's my thought on this incident. And as always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.